Myself Sandeep, I am presenting about my topic flat slab. Flat slab means it's a reinforcement concrete which is having without drops, supported generally without beams by column or with or without flat column sub column heights. It is generally appropriate for most column floor situations and also for irregular column layouts or curved floor shapes, ramps, etc. And the benefit is that it is benefit of choosing flat slab is having minimum depth and construction and flexibility in the plane layout. Types of flat slab. These are the types of flat slab. First is flat slab. Second is flat slab which is having drop panels. The third one is the flat slab with drop panel and it is having column head also. Critical sections. First is a slab critical section where the shear stress is acting. In the first slab without a drop and a column head, which is where d by 2 is the distance from the center of the support. Then a flat slab with drop and column with column head, which is having a drop and column which is having column head also. And the third one is slab without drop and column with column head. Now what is column strip? Column strip is nothing but a design strip which is having a width of 0.2 L2 but should not be greater than 0.25 L1 at each center of the column line, where L1 is the span in the direction moments are being determined measured center to center of the supports, and L2 is the length transverse to L1 measured center to center of supports, which is given in the code book IS code 456/2000. Middle strip means a design strip bounded on each of its opposite sides by the column strip. Panel means that a part of a slab bounded on each of its four sides by the center line of a column or center line of adjacent spans. Drop. When drop is the drop when provided should be rectangular in plan and having a length in each direction should not be less than 1/3 of the panel length in that direction. For external panels, the width of the drop line should be at right angle to the non-continuous edge and should be measured from the center line of the column shall be equal to the 1/2 the width of the interior panels. Column head. Column head here where column heads are provided, that portion of the column head should be lies within the largest right angular right circular cone which has having a vertex angle of 90 degree and can be included entirely within the outlines of the column, and the column head should be considered for the design purposes. Direct design method. This method has the limitations. Can only be the following conditions are fulfilled. There shall be First point is there shall be minimum of 3 continuous spans in each direction. The panels shall be rectangular and the ratio of the longer span to the shorter span within a panel should not be greater than 2. The successive span line in each direction shall not be differ by more than 1/3 of longer span. And the design log which you are taking should not be exceed 3 times the design deadlock. The entire span should be shorter but should not be greater than the interior span. It shall be permissible to offer offset column a minimum of 10%. The total desired movement. The code book which is given, the formulas for total desired movement are given below. M naught equal to Wn by 8 for the absolute sum of the positive and negative moment, where M naught is equal to total moment, W equal to design load on the area, L2 into Ln. Ln is nothing but clear span extending from face to face column but should not be less than 0.65 L1. L1 length of span in the direction of M1. L2 is nothing but length of span transferred to 1. In taking the values of L1 and L1, Ln, L1 and L2, the following clauses are to be carefully noted. The circular supports which are taking should be treated as square supports, should have the same area, that is square of size 0.866 d. When the transverse span of panel on each side of the when an interior span, the total design moment in a panel is to be distributed into negative moment and positive moment as specified below. In an interior span, negative design moment must be 0.65 m naught, where m naught is the total design moment in a panel. Positive design moment is nothing but 0.35 m naught, where m naught is the total design moment same. In an end span, interior negative moment must be 0.75 minus 0.10 divided by 1 plus 1 by alpha c into m naught. Positive design moment is nothing but 0.60 minus 0.28 by 1 plus 1 by alpha c m naught. Exterior negative design is nothing but 0.65 by 1 plus 1 by alpha c m naught, where alpha c is nothing but is the ratio of flexural stiffness to the exterior column to the flexural stiffness. Alpha c is equal to alpha c is equal to summation of kc by k. Kc is sum of the flexural stiffness of the column, and ke is nothing but flexural stiffness of the slab reinforcement. The spacing of a bars in a flat slab should not exceed 2 times the slab thickness. Area of reinforcement. When the drop panels are used, the thickness of drop panel for determining area of reinforcement shall be lesser of the following. As far as design code, IS code 456. First should be thickness of drop, and second one is thickness of slab plus 1/4 the distance between the edge of drop and edge of capital. The minimum percentage of the reinforcement should be same as that in same solid slab. H by bars should be used 0.15% if mild steel are being going to use. Equivalent frame method. Equivalent frame method IS 456 recommends the analysis of flat slab and column structure. First is beam portion of frame is taken as equivalent to the moment of inertia of flat slab, bounded laterally by center line of the panel on each side of the center line of the column. In frames, adjacent and parallel to an edge beam portion shall be equal to flat slab bounded by the edge and the center line of the adjacent panel. Moment of inertia of the member of the frame may be taken as the cross section of the concrete alone. Variation of moment of inertia along the axis of the slab on account of provision of drops shall be taken into account. In the case of recessive and coffered slab, which is made solidly in the region of the column, the stiffness difference may be ignored. And slab reinforcement spacing. The spacing of bars in flat slab should not exceed 2 times the slab thickness. At least 50% of bottom bars should be from support to support. The rest may be bent up. If adjacent spans are not equal, the extension of the negative reinforcement beyond each face shall be based on the longer span. All slab reinforcement should be anchored properly at discontinuous edge. Now we are going for design for a flat slab. So it is given as a flat slab is given as a size of 6.6 meter, supported by column of size 500 to 500 meter. Live load is also given as 4 kN per meter square. Also given for M20 concrete and Fe415 steel. First, since it's given as question in 415 steel you are used and drop as per as IS code 456 2000, thickness of flat slab is nothing but 6000 by 32, which is nothing but 187.5 mm, because we are given and they have already given thickness. We know about we know thickness of flat slab is nothing but span by so 6000 by 32 is 187.5. So we are providing as 190 mm thickness. Assume that the cover is 30 mm, so overall thickness is 220 mm, and we are providing the drop with 50 mm, so column height is nothing, d equal to 240 and d equal to 270. Now we are going to calculate about the size of the drop. in code books is given as that it should not be less than 1 by third into the size of the panel. So 1 by third into 6 meter equal to 2 meter. Let us provide, we are providing as considered as 2 meters, 3 meter into 3 meter drop, so that the width of drop is equal. And also width of column strip is nothing but width of middle strip equal to 3000 mm, because now we are going to calculate about load. So first we are going to consider self load. Self load is nothing but self load 0.27 into 1 into 1 into 25 is nothing but 6.75 kilonewton per meter square. Finishing load. Finishing load we are considered as 1 kilonewton per meter square. Live load also given in question 4 kilonewton per meter square. So total load is nothing but 6.75 plus 1 plus 4 is equal to 11.75 kilonewton. Now going to calculate about factor load. Factor load is nothing but 1.5 into 11.75 is equal to 17.625 kilonewton per meter square. Now we're going to calculate about clear span. Clear span is nothing but already given in code book 6 into 0.5 into distance of the clear span support. So 6 minus 0.5 is equal to 5.5 meters. So therefore design load equal to W naught equal to WU into L2 into Ln. So 17.625 into 6 into 5.5 is nothing but 581.625 kilonewton. Now going to calculate about design total moment. Total moment is nothing but m naught equal to W naught Ln by 8. W naught is nothing but 581.625 into Ln is nothing but 5.5 divided by 8 is equal to 400 kilonewton meter, which is therefore total negative moment is 0.65 into 400, which is already given in the distribution of bending moment in negative and positive moment in an interior span. It is nothing but negative design moment equal to 6.5 0.65 m0. So we are using that formula only. So we have calculated about the net total negative moment is nothing but 260 kilonewton meter. Total positive moment is 0.35 into 400, 140 kilonewton meter. Now width of column strip is nothing but width of middle strip 3000 mm. Now we are going to calculate about the limiting moment resistance. Limiting moment resistance as far as 456 code 0.1385 ckb square, 0.138 into 20 into 3000 into 240 square is nothing but 4706.928 into 10 to the power 6 9 Newton mm, which is, if you convert it into kilonewton meter, then you will get 4706.928 kilonewton meter. Now since mu limit is greater than the mu, so hence thickness electrode is sufficient. Now going to calculate about check shear, which is given in the figure. Check shear 500 and 500 is given already in size of the panel, and the exterior is 740 and 740. So square size is total size is 500 plus 240, total size 740. So V equal to total load minus load into 0 into 0 point in the given area 0.74. So total load is 17.625 into 6 into 6 minus 17.625 into 0.740 into 0.740, which is nothing but 6,624.849 kilonewton. Therefore nominal shear is nothing but tau b equal to V by BD, 624.489 into 1000 by 4 into 740 into 240, which is nothing 0.880 Newton per mm square. Now we are going to calculate about the critical shear stress. So shear strength equal to Ks into 1000. Ks is nothing but 1 plus BC beta C subject to maximum of 1. Beta C is nothing but L1 by L2, given in the code book equal to 1. Ks equal to 1 considered. So tau C equal to 0.25 into root 20 is nothing but 1.118 Newton per mm square. So hence design stress per meter is greater than the tau b. So the slab is safe in shear. Now we are going to calculate about the reinforcement. For negative moment in column strip, moment is 195 kilonewton meter. Thickness is 240 mm. So mu equal to 0.87 Fy ASTD into 1 minus AST VD into B into D Fy by Fck. On that we are going to calculate AST, so we get AST is nothing but 2419 mm square in 3000 mm with using 12 mm bars. Spacing is nothing but pi by 4 into 12 square by 2400 and 19 into 3000, which is nothing but 140 point something mm. So we are providing 12 mm bars at 140 mm center to center. For positive moment in a Coulomb state, m equal to 54 kilonewton. So in that AST we is calculating. So after using 10 mm bars, our getting spacing is nothing but 183 mm. So providing us 10 mm bars at 180 mm. Same thing we are calculating negative moment also. In middle step we are getting spacing as 230 mm at providing at 10 mm bars. Since span is same in both direction, provide similar reinforcement in all directions. So this is the final reinforcement details. So this is the cross sectional area, this is the plane, and this is the transverse section. Thank you. Okay.